You've had your chat. Basically, product was rubbish.
Yes.
And you say yes now, and I believe you were saying yes, really. You really was never behind it all the time, was you?
No.
If you don't like something, you can't back it. You don't put it into production. You don't put it into manufacture. It was your idea, wasn't it?
Yes, it was my idea, but I
think you wanted to back it, didn't you?
Definitely, I thought that it was a unique product.
It's not a good one, though, is it?
It's not a good product, but yeah.
Who else didn't like this bloody thing?
I don't like it from
right.
Can
I just
okay. Then where's all your brains then?
I feel like there were some people who were particularly passionate about the book idea.
Who were they?
I think Joe and Melissa from the design team were particularly passionate. Would you say that's fair to say?
Was passionate about the idea, Joy, because that was pretty much the only idea that we did have at that time. That's how I
agree with that. I think there were other ideas, and I think that your passion actually hindered some of the potential brainstorms. There were other ideas on the table, and we didn't take the time to brainstorm them out as a team.
So, like, seriously, along this entire task, everybody has been really easy to criticise, but there has been very few people offering solutions.
The other thing, if the large chain of chemist stores was dealt with properly, that maybe you could have come in here with an order. Just run me past this exclusivity thing again. Where did it get shut down then? You shut it down.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying that they were elbowing me and looking at me.
I definitely elbowed Laura at that point when she said, this is not the right time to discuss it. Can I make my point? Can I make my point and then you can make your point, Laura? I definitely elbowed her because I know exclusivity with a multinational chain is something you would be mad to turn down.
My initial reaction was to say it's maybe a little early, but
was it maybe a little early or definitely not?
No, that was my initial reaction, which I voiced, and that is a mistake I'm fully accepting, but I don't make mistakes twice.
Well, who did make the mistakes here then? Because one of you's going today.
I just think that you know, I led the team to the best of my ability. I did feel on many occasions that I was just controlling an uncontrollable group.
I'm extremely intelligent and incredibly good at managing people.
Yes.
Your words.
I am.
And you've just told me that you're unable to manage this lot.
I think if you'd have given this task to anybody else, nobody would have managed it as well as I have. I feel like it was just like controlling a circus. I'm
going to be like a dog with a bone for a while, and I'm not going to give up on this product.
Yes,
right? Because I can't believe 7 people that all must have been on a beach, all go on holiday, couldn't have come up with something better than that.
Well, I was really disappointed that we didn't brainstorm more about some of the ideas that we had.
But why didn't you voice that?
I did, Laura. Sorry.
You didn't. No, I'm sorry.
You were sitting on the fence. If you didn't like the idea, you need to stand up, even take Laura to the side and say, look, I'm not happy with this. However, I've got an alternative solution.
Okay, maybe I've been intimidated by some of the noise, and that's a bad thing, and that's not in my nature, and I'm surprised by it myself.
I gave you every opportunity to voice it to me. Every single stage, I said, does everyone...
You knew I didn't like that product.
Every time you would say something to Laura, you'd say, OK, I'm not happy, but, oh, I'm sorry for saying that. If I had a penny for every time you apologise for saying something, I wouldn't need this job because I'd be a millionaire now anyway.
Oh, Jo, that's just unfair.
That's the truth.
It's not
That is the truth. You were apologising for everything that you were bringing up to Laura. Laura, am I telling the truth?
Jo, you...
OK, I'm getting nowhere. Sometimes some people get confused that this is all about who can shout loudest, and that is not what I'm looking for at all. Now, all I'm hearing is a group of ladies in turmoil. Who's the major culprit? You?
Not at all, no. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have had an idea at 3:30 to even get into...
I have a massive amount of respect for Jo, but I do feel that her approach is very divisive. I think it's a bit aggressive, and I'm
aggressive.
Joanna,
you're very aggressive, Joanna.
Laura, I need to ask you to think carefully as to why you will be bringing 2 other people back into this boardroom.
Would you like me to then now?
I would.
I'm going to bring back Joanna and I would like to bring back Sandeesh, sorry.
Sorry?
No.
You have to be sorry to me.
No, I'm just... This is... You have to... I just have to reiterate how hard this decision is. I would happily bring in the whole team, actually, to this boardroom again.
I think you're making the wrong decision.
You are making the wrong decision. If it wasn't for my idea, we wouldn't have had a
Who else does she bring back in then? I asked you before.
I think she needs to bring back Joy and Paloma.
Joy hasn't contributed much at all. I've given 150%.
Joe, I was the one that started
I don't understand why you've brazen me
when we first started.
Paloma,
there was no structure to anything.
Listen.
This is a personal attack.
No, it's not.
It's about who did
Guys, listen to yourselves. Listen to yourselves.
This is ridiculous.
I think you've made your decisions.
We got no sales. No, excuse me, Paloma. At the beginning of the pitch.
This is not why we didn't get any sales.
This is like watching a bunch of bloody amateurs.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
You are representing business women today, one of which I am.
Yes.
And I have to say, it is outrageous the way you're behaving. 75% of my management team is women, and I've never come across anything like this. And I think you have to remember who you're representing in this process. Young women out there who want to have an opportunity to do this should be an example to them.
Well said. Laura, you're going to have to justify to me the reason why you're bringing someone back in this boardroom. So you make your choice.
Okay. I would like to bring back in Joanna and Joy.
Right, okay. The rest of you, go back to the house. Listen to her words. I think that's the most sensible thing that's been said here today. Right, ladies, you step outside and I'll call you back in a moment. I feel a bit numbed, actually, after that experience. This is outrageous, really, what is going on with this lot.